All right, welcome everybody to the Ravenswood City School District's regular board meeting of August 28th, 2025. This meeting is called to order at 6:01. We will start with roll call. Trustee Bloom. Here. Trustee Latu. Present. Trustee Shibomani. Here. And I myself, Laura Nunez, am present. And so we do have quorum. We'll move on to item number 2, which is the approval of the agenda. Do you have any questions or comments regarding the agenda?
Through the chair, can we pull item B? 4B? 4B, 4A. You have 4A, right? And that's it for B.
4A?
4A and 4B. Trustee Shibomani wasn't here on 4A.
So we can still, oh, just kidding, yes, yeah, well, yeah. Any other? Item? As I see none, I will entertain a motion to approve the agenda with items 4A and 4B pulled.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda with 4A and 4B pulled.
Do I have a second?
Oh, sorry. Yes, I will make a motion to approve the agenda with items 4A and 4B pulled.
And I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes 4-0. We will now move on to item number 3, which is from the floor. Do we have any members of the public who would like to address anything that is not agendized? And if so, this is the time to do so. Through the chair, I have no speaking card. If some of you guys want to speak, you could see Maria or speaking card. If there are none. Okay, since we have none, we will move on. We will move on to item 4, which is the consent agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda with 4A and 4B pulled.
We'll move on to item 4A. Is that
Okay.
right?
Yes. Okay. So we'll do the pulled ones.
Got it.
I'll make a motion to approve item number 4A.
Through the chair, I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Abstention? Awesome. Motion passes 3-0-1. For item 4B, entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve. Well, we can't approve.
Oh, just kidding tonight. No, so we'll table that. Essentially, I'll entertain an action towards the end of the agenda.
Go
ahead. Through the chair, I need to move item 4B to
we will table that
we'll
for
table
next
that.
meeting.
again.
July keeps coming. Sorry. We're all in summer. All right, now I will entertain a motion to approve item number 4, which is the consent agenda. Through the chair, I'll make a motion to approve item 4. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes 4-0. We will now move on to item number 5, which are board reports of communication.
Through the chair, I just want to make note, of the current state of our country after yesterday's incident. As a board member, as a CSBA member, as well as a CSBA member, I just want the public to know that this is something that continues to happen in our country. And it's a conversation that we are continuing to have on all these different levels of how we can ensure the safety of the children across every single school site, not only here in California, but across the nation. And so I just wanted to say that to start off my board reports. On another note, there's a youth art contest that Supervisor Gaucher is hosting with, I believe, Assemblymember Diane Pappen. The last day to submit art pieces is tomorrow by I think 5 p.m. So if you want any additional information, I'll send that info to Maria and the superintendent. Another update is we had committee meetings. We had a 2x2 with the City of Menlo Park on August 15th. It was a very robust conversation regarding some of our properties and our updates on the Ravenswood Promise. One of the main focal points, of course, is the construction that's happening over at Bellhaven and the disruption that's happening within that community, especially regarding parking, street sweeping, and garbage pickup day. So I just wanted to highlight that for the rest of the board. We do plan to continue to have a conversation regarding the field that's gonna be at the back of the Bellhaven site. So we are gonna continue to have that conversation with the city of Menlo Park. Of course, we want a partnership so that we can be able to afford this field. So that's a convo that we're gonna continue to have. I just got updated from superintendent, but we were also supposed to have a 2x2 with the city of East Pole also in the next couple of weeks. But because of scheduling, that's not gonna happen in 2 weeks. So we're gonna try to push to have that meeting within the next month or so. Because it's not just us updating the city, it's also us following up with some of the requests that we have from the city, which was our safe routes to school. Sure, the safety of our kids walking around in school too. And those are my updates.
Through the chair, I attended the forum on early childhood education or early childcare that's happening in the community with Supervisor Spear and Supervisor Gaucher. Yesterday night, it was great to hear from parents and just knowing that we have invested in early childcare and through our parcel tax and really thinking about ways that we can help continue to make a difference in that through even the work that we do up here. So it was great to be there and great to hear from families and just knowing that that's a need, a very big need. And so I look forward to continuing to see solutions and policy and funding given towards that care from 0 to before TK, because we know all that support really helps us and kids as they enter into this system. So thank you for hosting that to the supervisors and looking forward to seeing what comes out of that.
Thank you. We will now move on to item number 6. So to the superintendent's report.
We have an exceptional team here sitting in front of you, taking some time out of their evening, in which I greatly appreciate, so we can capture the moment, capture the faces behind the superhero Ravenswood t-shirt. Ravenswood, as you all know, has a clear vision around our learner profile, what we want to be true for students. And we have a roadmap to get us there, but it will only be as good as our collective effort, where each and every team member plays a critical role in elevating our Ravenswood promise. So I wanted to make sure, I know I mentioned the names last time at our last board meeting. It was the day after our first day of school. They have a couple weeks under their belts, but it's still a heavy lift as we are trying to make sure the train stays on the track. So I first want to sincerely appreciate the volunteer to come here tonight and to be here. You all are a representation of what we stand for and what we expect and dream for our kids. And so I wanted to take this moment to make sure that our elected officials, as well as people who click on the link from this board meeting, can see the folks who are also not every day engaged with the students each and every day, but are doing a lot of the work behind the scenes to put the structures in place so that our work sustains at subsequent years. So starting first with the home office, myself, I just want to make sure that everyone is aware of who helps me keep my head on my shoulders, and that is our executive coordinator, Maria Pineda. And as I say your name, if you can stand where you are, and at the end, we will take a group photo. Okay, but please stand, because I will track you as well. From our Human Resources Department, we have our Executive Director, Joan O'Neill. Way back there. We also have our Assistant Director of Human Resources, Austin Baxton. From our teaching and learning team, who I'm introducing at this moment in time are our management team, but you'll also see faces of our classified and RTA staff who are also part of the home office team. Leading teaching and learning, we have our Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Omar Curry. Executive Director, Claire Chandler. Director of Strategy, Academic Operations, Joy Shin. New to our team is Director of Teaching and Learning, Shauna Tigre. I'm not sure if Gabe is here, but I will say his name as he's on the list here and holds our community engagement. We have Gabriel Anguiano, our Coordinator of Family and Community Engagement. Valeria Miranda is here, our Diversity, Equity, Inclusion Coordinator. And then we have Bianca Mariscal and Kendra Bragg, who are early literacy coach and MTSS coach. I have the wrong label for Kendra, but she's our MTSS. For many years serving and holding special education for our district, and still with us after 17 plus years, we have Anisha Agrawal, program specialist. Our coordinator for special education is Emma Miranda. New to our team as program specialist, please recognize Brinu Straw. And then also supporting our students, behavior specialist is Aida Campara, and our coordinator for mental health is Greta Wagner. And from our finance and operations on our management side, leading the department, we have our Assistant Superintendent of Finance and Operations, Dr. William Eager. Our Director of Finance is not here, but please recognize Jessie Lang. Oh. We have Jessie Lad. Please say your last name for me, Jessie. Latimer. And then our Director of Maintenance and Operations, Yamamatia. Did she stand up? Oh, okay. On our data tech side, we have our longstanding Executive Director of Data and Technology, Solomon Hill. As well as a longstanding member, our Assistant Director of Data and Technology, Michael Shaw. Our new member to our data assessment team, Kennedy Reed. And also who's been supporting our families through this transition over the many, many years. We've relied on Adriana Vasquez, our coordinator of student enrollment information. We also have Jorge Prado, who's been supporting us as our admin secretary there. Jennifer Mose, our dispatcher, and then Margaret Thompson, our business panelist. And then you might see them, you see them all across our social media, but they might be one of the most happiest teams ever. And I attribute that to June Richardson, who supports our child nutrition and education department. I'm really grateful for all she does. Now moving to our sites where the action happens, we will start with our Cesar Chavez Ravenswood Middle School, led by our principal, Dr. Christian Miley. And then we have our 3 vice principals holding it down for each grade level. We have Candace Gonzalez for 6th grade. Kyle Tana, who is assistant principal for 7th grade. And Patrick Anthus, who's closing it down for 8th grade. At Bellhaven Elementary School, we'd like to recognize our principal, Michelle Masuda. Double check. Stuart, I always want to pronounce your last name. Okay. John Shiriashi. No, it doesn't count. Can you please say it, please? Shirishi. I always second guess myself. Sorry, Stuart. Oh, by the way, again, a day of dealing with the construction, and they are looking forward to moving after winter break. Yes, so are the neighbors, yes. Though we did have a neighbor across the street give the praises about the meet and greet at the gate, just the coordination of traffic recently, so that's great. Castaño School, our now permanent principal, Rhonda Wiley. Oh, and also co-led with our assistant principal there, Elizabeth Carrick. And then at Los Robles, Rhonda McNair, we have our principal, Alex Quezada. And she's not here this evening, but we have our vice principal there, Marisela Garamati. Okay, so I also wanted to make sure that we highlight the partnerships that with the executive team as we work closely with our union and who are supporting our vision as well and giving us the constructive feedback as well to ensure that we are building stronger as a team. And so for our Ravenswood Teachers Association, we do have our president here, Nicole Sullivan. Oh, she didn't get the memo. She didn't get the memo. That's okay. And then we have Martin Sanders, who's the membership chair, Alexis Hamilton, who is the treasurer, Melissa Brown, who is our vice president, Jessica Cox, the negotiations chair, and then Sarah Ressler, who is the secretary for our team. And then for CSCA, the union is led by Kim Cheadle and Yvette White as president and vice president, at Demba Godfrey and Losaline, who are both secretary, assistant secretary. We have Jennifer, who is our treasurer, David Sagalo, who is the chief job steward, and Ms. Carlos, who is with communication. And so, again, just emphasizing that together we're going to bring the Ravenswood Promise to life. And for all of you who weren't here at 4 o'clock, we just led the board through a study session, indicating the progress that we're making, highlighting some great growth and obviously some areas to improve in, but that because we have a clear plan, there's no doubt that we're going to make and achieve our 25-26 goals for this year. And so with that being said, if there's any questions, I'd love to partake in getting a picture and getting these guys out of here.
So let's move quickly so you can go home. We're all coming up here
Or what? Oh, please.
to the trial.
Oh, okay.
There she got it.
Oh, sure.
And then for the record, trustee Tavera walking in.
Okay.
All right, let's get up here.
All righty. She got
Being recognized in the landscape. And then the game was, oh my
All right. We will continue with our regularly scheduled programming. We will now consideration to approve the tentative agreement with the Ravenswood Teachers Association, RTA. Through the chair. We have a speaker for item number 7. I don't know if the board wants to talk about it at all first or not. We do have a.
Yeah.
And the speaker is, you said number 7, right? Were you say something? Is Will presenting anything?
I wasn't sure if I should pull out a thing or not.
Oh, no, yes,
Yeah.
you did. But I'm assuming you're gonna say
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Just towel.
Yes.
Presentation.
Good evening, trustees. I am joined by Dr. William Eager and our RTA Union President, Nicole Sullivan, who have asked to here and co-present with us to ask for your approval for the tentative agreement with RTA. We've reached a TA with RTA. It was a full bargaining year, so there was lots covered. Excited to share that we have posed for your approval a multi-year salary agreement. It's 1.5% increase over 3 years. For the next 3 years, we're also introducing for the first time job share leave and shared teaching assignments, in addition to an increase to our hourly rate and updates to our evaluation procedure.
And I just wanted to say that RTA was very excited to participate in the negotiations. We always do interest-based bargainings. It's just us collaborating and talking with each other, so that's always appreciated with this district. We appreciate the multi-year deal, so it's the 1.5% raise each year, unless the district shows a little bit more cheddar cheese, we might increase that. Yeah, but otherwise, at least 1.5%, along with other things like the hourly. And we have the membership vote. We have them do paper voting because when we do online voting, a lot of people don't vote. So most of the membership voted, and every single person that voted in agreement with this TA. So we are happy to say that people are really in agreement with this, and yeah, we're excited.
Do you have any questions? Okay, then I will entertain a motion to approve the tentative agreement with RTA.
Through the chair, I move to approve item 7, the agreement with.
Do I have a second?
I will second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes 5-0.
Yay, thank you.
We will, some speaker card is not needed. Just confirming. The speaker card is not needed. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. All right, just I don't want to overlook you. You don't want your 5 minutes? All right, we'll now move on to item number 8, which is a consideration to approve resolution number 26-3 about the issuance and sale.
Good evening, trustees. As we were able to present and highlight last week, we are moving very quickly on our bond program. We have Fellhaven and Lastrella is fully underway. We're in the design process at Castano. We're beginning construction hopefully in a week or 2, actually, at the district office. So a lot of projects happening right now. We are spending a lot of money, which is the goal. Every dollar we spend today is worth more than every dollar we spent 3 years. So we're doing our best to spend quickly, and we are doing that. Because of that, we have the remaining issuance, which means taking the voter approved funds and converting them into cash to pay contractors. So we're ready to do that. We talked about this last week because we are close to the state bonding authority. There's a couple of slightly different things we're using to get sort of out the door this time, but I think we're in good hands, and talked about those last meeting, and we have them in your report back as well, so you can see sort of how we're planning on, should the sale go well, pay back the debt that we're issuing now. Shin Green was able to join us at the very end of our last meeting and answer some questions I know the trustees had kind of behind scenes. Sorry, we again missed you by about 45 seconds there. But Shin is here if there are any questions. He is our financial advisor, has been working with us on the last unknown number of issuances. I don't know what we're at, but we've done this a couple of times. So for that, I'll conclude my presentation.
All right, I will entertain a motion for the resolution number 26.
I'll make a motion to approve, item number 9, it's the resolution number 2604. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Consideration to approve resolution number 2603, authorizing issuance.
Do I have a second?
I second.
All in favor?
We make sure that you're. Resolution number 26 that approve resolution authorizing the issuance and negotiated for not to exceed.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. We'll now move on to item number 9, which is the consideration to approve resolution number 26-4.
Evening again. The state bond program makes available some funds for charter schools to apply for to renovate their campuses. Charter schools, unlike the district, are unable to issue bonds through sort of the same means that we are. Because of that, charter schools from time to time go after sort of state funds. The district also, of course, has a legal obligation to provide charter schools with a materially similar campus, right? So our schools look like something the charter schools need to look similar. This resolution, the only thing that this resolution does is authorize KIPP to apply for funds to renovate the Willow Oaks campus, which we will own and continue to own. That's it. It's more money for our schools. Down the road, and this is where it gets more complicated, but down the road, if KIPP is successful in getting these funds, we would need to figure out a longer term facilities use agreement with the KIPP program there. It does not require us to authorize their charter forever. That's not part of it. But if we are to have a KIPP school somewhere, we would need to keep that space operated as either a charter school or a school down the road. So if KIPP is able to get some funds, we will need to come up with an agreement that the board would then have to approve at that point. That would authorize a school to basically stay on that campus for a while. Sort of a condition of the state making the investment and improving the campus. But what is being voted on today? So I'm trying to anticipate sort of a condition down the road that's complicated. But what the board's voting on today is just authorizing KIPP to go after these funds to renovate one of our campuses. If we take it back as a school in 5 years, because we don't authorize KIPP's charter, fantastic, we have a great building. If KIPP stays in there for the next 100 years, fantastic. Ravenswood students who are attending KIPP are in a nice new building, right? So it's net a good thing for the district, in my personal opinion. But there is sort of a catch of we may need to figure out down the road a facilities use agreement for KIPP, which I know is just a complicated. With that, I'll conclude my presentation.
Through the chair, right now with KIPP, what is how long are they still going to be housed in the Ravenswood?
I think it's 2 more years from now, like this school year and then next year. So they'll be up for reauthorization next fall.
And the board aligned the facilities speed and signals.
And if they do get these monies and there is a potential shift with certain sites, would that money be transferable to wherever they end up?
Yes, just for the sake of an example, not saying it's something the district has ever contemplated, nor KIPP has ever asked for, anything like that. But if the KIPP program, if KIPP was able to get this grant, and before they began construction, the district decided the best site for them was Brentwood or Castagno or whatever. They could bring the funds that they've been awarded to the new site and use the funds there. That would not be a problem.
I'm seeing some of these updates, like the add-on security automated access control in both entrance points. During our 2x2 meeting with the city of Menlo Park, there was some, I don't want to say necessarily complaints, but there are some concerns regarding traffic mitigation of that site in the entryway during school operational hours. So I'm leaning more along the lines of being okay with going this route with this resolution, but I just also want to make sure that that is a conversation that we, or a thought that we keep in the back of our minds, because the city is saying that they're access points, so if we're having automated stuff, making sure that we really think about the traffic implications of that site, especially on Willow Road during the remote hours.
Great note. I made a note of it and I'll pass that along to our TIP colleagues. I will note the district has, because it is still a district owned site, and it will always be a district owned site. The district does have to approve any of these improvements.
Okay,
So I think, I will say, I think there are many concerns with that site. I don't want to, I'm not in a position yet of having reviewed it, but we'll add that to the list of things for better consideration. But there are a number of needs on that site, and I don't think there'll be sufficient funds to address all of them. So I'm sure there will be something that is a perfectly good cause that these funds did not
Any other questions? So I will entertain a motion to approve resolution number 26-34.
the chair, I move to approve item number 9, the resolution 6-4 in support of Fifth Valiant Blanket State Funds.
Do I have a second?
I second.
Through the chair, for resolution number 26-4 of the Ravenswood. Oh, wow, I love it. Just play that every time I talk. No. Whereas the passage of proposition 355, 1B, 1 and 2, I skipped the total section. Whereas the Charter School Facilities Program, California Education Section 17078.52.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes 5-0. We will actually not be moving on to item number 10 because there are no closed session items. So we will move to item number 13. Which we can skip that one too because we're all here. So sorry, no, there's nothing. And so I guess our next regular board meeting will be held on September 11th, 2025 at 6 p.m. And the regular board meeting of August 28th, 2025 is adjourned at 6:36 p.m.